Hello, everyone. This is David Politis, founder and CEO of BetterCloud. So this is the fifth FlashPanel Live event that we've held, and for those of you who are new, this event is this Hangout on Air is meant to bring all of our customers, partners, Googlers that we work with up to speed on what we've been working on here at BetterCloud, specifically as it relates to our FlashPanel products. So we started this late last year, doing our first FlashPanel Live, and they've been extremely popular. So we try to be very upfront, straightforward, transparent about what we're doing, and hopefully you as a community enjoy that, and it's useful as you continue to leverage the FlashPanel platform. So we've had a pretty busy couple of months here at BetterCloud, and we've made some pretty important announcements to our customers around pricing and some new features that we've released, and as well as a partner program. So I'm going to go through some of that today. I'm going to start for those of you who are new to FlashPanel, to the product, or to BetterCloud. I'm going to walk you through a little bit of the history of the company to start. So FlashPanel, we launched FlashPanel in alpha launch back in April of last year. And we had about 50 or so customers helping us through the process of building the product, defining the roadmap, and in July we actually went live in the Google Apps Marketplace. And so that was July 17th of last year. We went live in the Google Apps Marketplace with a limited set of functionality, but we felt like the product was at the point where it needed to be tested by a much larger set of customers. So we launched in July, and in October we put out probably our first major release, which was our Drive security release, Drive visibility. So that was in October of last year, and I think that was the first step for us in terms of FlashPanel expanding past a true directory manager into a much larger management security application that covered more of the Google Apps suite. In January this year, we announced that we had crossed over the 5 million user mark. That was a very important milestone for us, just in terms of scaling an application like FlashPanel and doing that across millions of users and thousands of companies. That was a really big step for us. So we announced that early this year, and that growth has really continued since then. We launched a new product called the FlashPanel Reseller Console back a couple months ago in March, and that is a product that helps Google Apps resellers better manage their domains. Actually, the companies that they've helped go Google, our reseller console helps them, gives them better visibility, allows them to provide really ongoing monitoring and alerting for those customers that they have. So that was exciting in terms of expanding our product suite. And in June, we announced, at the beginning of this month, we announced that we'd crossed the 10 million user mark. And again, just the fact that this adoption has continued, that organizations on the Google Apps platform are looking to us to manage their millions and millions of users. It's been really exciting, and we felt like the product was really at a point where the product for all these milestones has been free. So we've been providing the product for free to our customers and covering the costs of Google App Engine and our teams, our support teams, our development teams, and we felt like it was time to release our paid plans. And we've been telling our customers that these have been coming. If you watch our old FlashPanel Live events, we've talked about this at every event. At some point we knew that we were going to charge for our product, and so we announced at the beginning of this month that in September we're going to start charging for FlashPanel, and we'll talk a little bit more about this in future slides. But we're planning on releasing the paid plans in September 12th of this year. So we're giving people more than 90 days from when we announce the plans, June 5th, to when we start to offer those plans on September 12th. And what we're going to talk about here today is a little bit what we're going to work on between now and September. We've delivered a lot of functionality since we started this company, since we launched FlashPanel, and we're not going to stop. So I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the new features that we've put into the product already, and some of the features that are going to be coming up in the next between now and September. I'm just going to say ahead of time, some of these features we've actually included wireframes here, so these are not the features in the product itself. These are wireframes of what they're going to look like. So I apologize ahead of time for the look of them, but I thought that was the best way, instead of just talking about them verbally, which I've done in some previous Hangouts. I thought that it would be better to actually show them to you so you could visualize what they'd look like. So the first feature, which is now in the product, this product is now live. This feature is now live in FlashPanel for all customers, is our sites management and visibility. So similar to our drive management and security functionality, similar to the drive functionality that we have and the drive explorer that we have a sites explorer now. So you can go into FlashPanel, and in the top navigation you'll see that we've actually changed the top navigation. It says Google Apps now instead of instead of Drive. So we used to go Home, Directory, Drive, Reports, Tools. We've changed that. You'll see that if you log into FlashPanel. Underneath Google Apps, you'll see Drive and Sites. So as you can see here, with Sites, you'll be able to get visibility into all the sites that are currently on your domain, who owns them, how they're being shared, the individual pages on those sites. So so that's a feature we've already released. It's exciting. Many of our larger organizations are heavy users of sites, and so this was an important feature for us to add for them. The next feature we're going to talk about is coming in about 2 weeks, and this is something that has been requested really from day one, and I'm happy that we're finally able to present this to our customers. This is our calendars and resource management functionality. So the same way that you now have a Drive Explorer that shows you all your docs, and you have a Site Explorer, you're going to have a Calendar Explorer. So you'll be able to see all calendars on your domain. So that is calendars that are owned by individuals. These are resource calendars, and you'll be able to create and manage those calendars. You'll be able to see the schedule on those calendars, the utilization of those calendars. This, I think, is from a reach perspective, I believe that this is functionality that 98% of our customers are going to find useful. Most customers, when we look at and we talk to our customers and we find out what you're using, it's mail calendar contacts is across the board. Almost 100% of every customer that we have is using mail calendar contacts. So releasing calendar functionality, we know is going to be very useful. By the way, if you have questions throughout, you can go ahead and ask those questions either directly on the event page, the FlashPanel Live event page, or you can ask those questions in the on YouTube. So if you're watching the video there, you can ask the questions in the stream there, and if you're in Google+, you can ask the questions there. Our team is going to be answering the questions throughout this presentation. So if you have questions about these features, you can ask them there. So calendars, we're really excited about this functionality. I'm excited when we can put functionality out like this that's useful to all of our customers. The next feature is shared contacts. So I'm sure we have some people on our Hangout today who have been waiting for this for over a year. We obviously have shared contacts functionality today in FlashPanel. It's been a very popular feature, but we're going to do a pretty huge overhaul of shared contacts, which will come before September 12th. And we're actually going to allow you to segment your contacts based on tags and then share those particular tags with different groups within your organization. So this is what we've been asked for over and over and over again. So what you can see here is the Google Plus wireframes, which we put together, which will show you the public posts from people within your organization, as well as what was in those posts. And so what we've heard from people who are looking to make the move to Google Plus within their organization is they want to have additional visibility around how their users are posting publicly specifically. That's the biggest risk, really, is public posts. And so we will have a similar concept to how you have the Drive Explorer, the Sites Explorer, and Calendar Explorer. You'll have a Google Plus Explorer that will let you filter down and look at specific posts by specific people, and you'll be able to take action there. So we're really excited about that. This is something that has been requested as Google continues to push Google Plus forward with Hangouts, and really pushing into the enterprise from a social perspective. We want to be there to help with the management of that. So let's talk a little bit about pricing. So FlashPanel, like I said, has been free for over a year at this point, or coming up to a year. And we really felt like it was time to release our paid plans, and we did a lot of work, and we spent a lot of time to make sure that our pricing fit with our customers' expectations, and so I want to talk to you a little bit about that process. So number one, we went to our customers, we surveyed all of our customers, this was back in mid-February, and we really asked people about what they thought this product was worth to them. And we asked for them to tell us about how they viewed the pricing that other products in the marketplace had. And what we heard over and over again was, we heard the same things, which was, we want something simple. We don't want to have to piecemeal together our plans. We want to have something very simple and straightforward. We want to have something that's affordable, because Google itself is so affordable. And we want to have something that's fair to our specific organization. And when I say that, I'm speaking specifically about many of the schools that we work with and many of the nonprofits. And so we listened to that, and we did a lot of, we talked to a lot of the customers that actually responded to the survey, and we had phone conversations with them to understand a little bit more. What we came up with was two plans. A basic plan, which is a completely free version of FlashPanel. We will always have a free version of FlashPanel. It's important to note that, always. We will always have a free version. And then there's going to be an enterprise version, and that's going to be $10 a user a year for businesses, $5 a user a year for nonprofits, and $2 a user a year for educational institutions. And when we looked at that and we released this pricing, again, it was important that we just have two plans, a free plan and a paid plan. So the paid plan is going to have everything that I'm showing you, anything we add to the product, it's all going into the paid plan. I think that simplicity should help, especially with $10 a user a year. It's a simple, easy, plain number. And when we talked to customers, that was the number that came back that people felt was the perfect price point. And it was by really a huge margin that it was voted that way. So we were excited about these plans. We think that they're very fair. We've been talking to customers since launching and since announcing the plans on June 5th, and so far the feedback has been great. I understand that there's some specific scenarios, specifically again around some schools that budget is hard to come by. That is why we priced it the way that we did. And we're working with the larger organizations, the larger enterprises that are 1,000 employees and above, or the larger schools that have 10,000 users in their school. We're working with them to come up with pricing that makes sense. So again, obviously, as you get larger, it makes sense to have those conversations. So we so those are the price plans. They're up on our website, flashpanel.com/pricing, and you can dig in. There's a lot of information. The plans are broken out where I believe the free plan is something the basic is something that people can use day in, day out to manage their domain. It is better than what you're going to get natively from Google, but it doesn't have a lot of the reporting, the automation, the policies, the bulk editing that the enterprise plan has. So I think if you're an organization that has a full-time IT person or team, the enterprise plan is worth the $10 a user a year, because it will actually save that person or that team time. It will make them more efficient and more effective. It'll give them visibility where they can do their job better. That is the reason that the way we broke up the plans, and so we feel like this is fair, and we're excited to see how customers react as we move forward. But so far it's been excellent. I'm going to talk a little bit now about the partner program. So we work with partners from all over the world. We've worked hard to go out there and build relationships with the top Google Apps partners in the world. And we've spent time training them. We've trained their sales team, their deployment teams, and we want to have reach so that our customers who may or may not be working with partners all over the world have coverage. So if you're interested in checking out our partners, if you're interested in becoming a partner, you can go to flashpanel.com/partners. It has a list of all of our partners there, and there's a link on the left-hand side to apply to become a partner. Again, this slide is important for not just our partners, it's important for our customers, it's important for the Googlers that are on this Hangout today. We want to work through the Google Apps partner channel, because those are the experts out there. They're the people who are helping you do the migration. They're the ones helping you with change management. They're the ones taking you to phase 2, phase 3 when you're rolling out Drive and you're rolling out social. So we're working very closely with the channel, and we're excited to have some of the top partners already be trained and equipped to install and support FlashPanel. So I want to talk a little bit about some of the upcoming events that we have going on. We have a Boston FlashPanel user group, which is going to be occurring on July 23rd, and we'll have about 10 or so customers there. So if you're interested in attending, please email gail@bettercloud.com. And usually at these user group meetings, they're a couple of hours long. We spend some time going more in depth into some of the roadmap that we have. We talk a little bit about some of the other initiatives that we have going on as a company, and we try to get as much feedback as we can from the customers that are there. We are also, our Google Guru is going to be hosting a webinar with the Next Web. It's called Collaborating in the Cloud. So you can see the URL there to register. That's going to be July 25th. So we've been holding some more Google Guru training sessions around Gmail and Drive, and so if you're interested, you can attend that. We're going to be putting together the first New York Google Apps user group. So this is not just for FlashPanel customers. This is for all Google Apps users, Google Apps administrators. We're going to be holding it mid-August. We're working on an exact date, but if you're interested, you can join the meetup there. So if you're in New York, or if you're in the New York area, we're going to get a group of Google Apps users together to talk about best practices, to talk about what they're seeing, what they'd like to see from Google, the help they need from third-party applications. So we're really excited about that. And then on an ongoing basis, we have webinars that we host about best practices on how to use Google Apps, how to use FlashPanel. If you need to find those webinars, you can go to flashpanel.com/resources, and those are going on a weekly basis. We usually have 2 or 3 a week, so you can check them out there. So this is the most important part now of this presentation. I want to talk to you a little bit about the vision that we have for FlashPanel longer term. This is, like I said earlier on, that we use these events to really we want to be very transparent with our partners and our customers about what our plans are. So it's taken us some time, but we've really crystallized our vision, and I'd like to share that with you today. And what we're going to do is I want to go through with the milestones we kind of discussed early on, and over time show you what we've done in FlashPanel. So when we launched FlashPanel, the light blue you can see is the areas that we integrated with. So if you start on the left, it's users, groups, OUs, shared contacts, mail, and then the areas that we didn't integrate with at first: Drive, Sites, Calendars, Google+, Chrome, Android, and the Marketplace. So if you look at this, and where we started was really as a directory management tool. We integrated with your users, groups, OUs, shared contacts, mail, and then over time we really started to expand a little bit in that area. Again, in the directory management area, we introduced our bulk editing functionality where you could export users or groups to a spreadsheet and manage them from there. We introduced functionality around deprovisioning workflow. That's probably one of our most popular tools today in the product, is best practice workflow for deprovisioning a user. And then we continued to build on that, and we moved into Drive, and we went a little bit wider, and we added Drive visibility and management, just giving you the Drive Explorer, letting you filter down your documents and look at which documents you had and who they were created by, who they were being shared with in your organization. And we continued and again went a little bit deeper, both in the Drive area. We added sharing policies, we added reporting, we continued to go a little bit deeper. And what we realized is what we want to do is we want to be that one product that manages and secures, reports on, automates the administration of your entire Google Apps domain. If you are on Google Apps and you're on the platform, we believe that we are the tool that you should use, and we are going to deliver the functionality that you need to do your job, and to ensure that you can roll out the entire Google Apps suite with the kind of visibility and the kind of management that you need in order to be successful. So what you see is that we expanded, and this is where we are today. This is as of this week when we launched our sites management and visibility. This is where we are today. And very quickly, we're going to expand to calendars in a couple of weeks. And from there, we're going to expand to Google Plus management, visibility, security. And we're going to continue, and we're going to now start to add management of your third-party applications. As you can see all the way on the right-hand side, any applications that have been installed on your domain, we're going to actually help you manage those applications, get visibility into how popular those applications are. Are they being used by other organizations on the Google Apps platform? Are they safe? We're going to give you that visibility on a per-user level, on an application level. We're going to give you the ability to remove the authorization for some of those applications. So we're going to continue to expand, and ultimately our plan here is to go wider and then deeper into this suite. And really allow you to manage the entire suite. And there's much more. There's more functionality not truly represented here, but the idea is that as this ecosystem matures, as the Google Apps platform matures, we know that there's going to be needs. There are going to be needs around these different areas, and we want to fill those needs for you. And this is our vision. This is where we're going to take FlashPanel. And I think we've shown, if you look at this and you look at what I started with at the beginning, and you look at how we started with users and groups and OUs and mail settings, and how we really evolved from there, and we went to Drive and now to Sites. We've delivered all of the functionality that up until Sites, all of that has been delivered in less than 12 months since the day we launched in the Google Apps Marketplace. A year from now, just imagine how much you'll be able to do in FlashPanel, and through one pane, the ability, the visibility that you can get through one pane without having to install 7 different applications. Investing the time and energy into one product and the money into one product, so that you can really grow, and we can grow with you, and you can grow on the Google Apps platform. So this is our vision. We plan to add this functionality as quickly as we can in an effective way. We're always interested in feedback. We're always interested in new feature ideas. If you have any ideas, if you want to talk, if you want to give me feedback, good, bad, ugly, it doesn't matter. You can email me at dave@bettercloud.com, and I'd love to get on a call with you, discuss it, and I just want to say again, we have a lot of people today who were registered for this event that have been supporting us since before we launched, and some of our first customers are here attending today, and I appreciate that support. Our team appreciates that support. I think you've seen us grow, you've seen the product mature, and I promise you we will continue to deliver on that vision that I just showed you. We want to be your go-to for Google Apps, everything related to Google Apps. So we're really excited. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day and a great weekend.